Okay, this video is about what I call, upcycling an electronic product to make it something else. So this thing I'm holding in my hand right here, I bought it from this really cool company I like a lot called American Science and Surplus, and they sell all kinds of really cool stuff. Sometimes it's brand new merchandise, sometimes it's discounted stuff, sometimes it's products that may have failed or there was like a flaw in the production or whatever. But it's a really cool website. If you haven't heard about it, check it out. American Science and Surplus. They have a retail store in Chicago and some other places. So, anyways, long story short, they had this thing advertised. It was advertised as like a time clock keeping system or whatever, and I saw it on there. The price was $1, so I thought, hey, for $1, there are probably some cool parts in it. It has a liquid crystal display. So I bought one, or I bought a couple, and what I found out was inside was a board with a Motorola 6803 microcontroller, and then an EPROM. It was a 2764, and pretty simple board, but it does have a lot of cool. It had some barcode scanning devices on there, which I took off. So, and then this has like an RS485 interface. But basically, I was looking at it and I figured I could pull the EPROM out, reprogram it, and make this into something else. And one thing I found out was some people had used the 6803 for a MIDI controller. So my plan for this is to make these into MIDI controllers, and I ended up buying a bunch of them. I called them up and asked how many they had on hand, and I bought their whole inventory, which um, it wasn't excessive, maybe 50 or 60 units or so. But anyways, what I did was I was able to reprogram the EPROM, and it wasn't showing up on the screen too much. I'm going to attempt this right now, but if it does show up, that would be really cool. But I traced the schematic, reprogram the EPROM so that when it powers up, which I'm going to do that right now. Give me a second here. Okay. So if I power it up, it, it says serial terminal version 1. Okay. So that was code which I wrote, and I got it to power up and put a message on the LCD. And then after that, it's basically waiting for serial data to come in the serial port. The micro has a built-in UART, which is nice, and then it has a membrane keypad, excuse me, and a nice enclosure. So it has a lot of parts, which are versatile. So this is going to become a product eventually. And one thing I also wanted to mention, or plug for that matter, is this really cool device I have here called the Pocket Programmer. Now this is for programming EPROMs, and they're definitely not as common these days. Most code nowadays goes into flash memory. But if you have if you have older products or products that have an EPROM, I highly recommend this device. It's still in production. It's from Intronics, or I think it's Transtronics now. So that's what I use to program the EPROM that goes in the board. And I also used I was trying to find the manual. I couldn't locate it at the moment, but there was a cross assembler that I found. It was by a company, Universal Cross Assemblers, and they made a really nice assembler that worked for the 6803, which is inside here. So anyways, I just wanted to do a little quick video on that. Something coming up later will be videos about these guys. This is a smoky amp, really cool practice guitar amp. So I definitely want to do a video on this thing because it's just a really cool thing. And I had these sitting on my workbench. And as usual, the workbench needs a little bit of cleaning, but I will take care of that later. So thanks for watching. Bye.